Now come up onto your hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and just stretch your back one way, and then stretch your tummy the other. Warm up the back, release the tension in the lower back and the upper back. Feel the tummy muscles stretch. Perfect. Good, so we're going to come down onto our forearms. I want you to slide your legs back so your nose lines up with your thumbs. Your toes are on the floor, your knees are on the floor, and all I want you to do is pick up your tummy, and not with your hands. So I want you to find your hip bones, press them into the floor, and then lift just the tummy. So leave your pubic bone and your hips on the floor. It's as if you're scooping the muscle. I'm going to say muscle, but it's chocolate for me. I'm lifting chocolate off the floor. The pubic bone stays on the floor, the hips stay on the floor. Draw in, draw up, engage. Use the floor as your guide. Level 2, up onto your knees. Look for a lovely, long, powerful line. Ear, shoulder, hip. Second line, shoulder to elbow. And then roll down. Good, keep that going. Find your rhythm. It could be that you are just tightening your tummy and releasing your tummy. Or it could be that you're coming up to this slightly harder level, up and lowering. Lifting, tightening, and lowering. Keep going, because we all know the real strength comes from repetition. The more you do, the stronger you become. Small, repeatedly done exercises. 2 more. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, relax. Breathe in, breathe out, lift. And relax. One last one. So what's your best way of relaxing? Is it lying on the floor? Don't say with Pinot Grigio, but lying on the floor, feet moving side to side, or pose of the child. That's your 2 choices, okay? So release your lower back, and then let's make it fun. Level 1 was tummy. Level 2 was on your knees. Level 3, take your front hand forward so the fingers touch the floor. Take your hand to the side. Good. Bring your elbow underneath you. Do the other side. Go forward. I want to hear the rattling on the floor. Take the hands to the side. I'm not hearing rattling. And then lower. Let's do it again. Up onto your knees. Front hand forward. Front hand side. Front elbow underneath. Back hand forward. Back hand side. Elbow underneath. How do you feel about 3 more of those? You'd like it? Oh, good. Carry on. Tighten the tummy. Front arm forward. Front arm side. Elbow underneath. Other hand forward. Side. Elbow and release. You're doing fantastically. Let me reward you with 2 more. Knees. Arm. Side. Then elbow. So the idea, the secret of doing this well is keeping your pelvis still. So I'm going to do a very scary trick with a very leaky water bottle. Keep it on your back. Imagine that it's on your back and that your pelvis stays still. Oh, it is leaking. You'll be glad to know. Good. So take a moment's rest and recovery. Come all the way down, heels to bum. Or pose of a child, and then I can't move because I've got a water bottle on my back. I can't giggle either. Then we're going to try it together on our toes. Are we up for that? Oh, yes, we are. So push your heels away. I don't think I'll take your front up, forward, side, back. Take your back up, right side. Always the professional. Well done. Forward, side, elbow. See, I'm a little bit quicker now. Forward, side, elbow. Can we do one more? Forward, side, elbow. Forward, side, elbow, rest. What's your options? Heels to bum. Feet side to side, or pose of a child. This is Pilates for normal people. Mere mortals. Hands under your forehead, feet on the floor, and lift one straight leg. Take it to the side, bring it back, and rest it. Take the other leg, lift, side, in, and lower. So your forehead rests on your hands, your shoulders relax, and your breath is slow and fluid. Lift, side, back, and lower. So once you've got the rhythm, once you've got the mechanism going, now look at your technique. Keep your pelvis connected to the floor. Feel the bones of your pelvis, your hip bones, your pubic bone. Keep that touching the floor and engage, pull up, draw up your deep abdominal. Okay? Rib cage on the floor, head resting on your hands, breath slow, breath relaxed. Both feet lift, wide, together and lower. So I know that's a bit uncomfortable on your pubic bone, so don't lift too high. Wide, together, down. Lift, go wide, together and down. Lift, wide. So you're really working what I would call the glute maximus, the middle of your bum. Really big, strong muscle to help us mobilise our legs, support our hips, but also the glute medius, the stabiliser that helps to support the back and the pelvis. By taking your legs wide, that's the muscle group you're working. Give me 2 more of these. Take a moment to recover, heels to bum or pose of a child. And then your last level is to do another set without touching the floor. So level 1 was one leg, level 2 was both legs lift and lower, and level 3 you never touch the floor. Give me 10 of those. 1, rest your upper body. 2, find your breath. 3, 4, so squeeze your bum, don't let the back take over. If you get tired, if you feel your lower back starting to pay the price of your tiredness, stop. Work your glutes. This is a glute max and a glute medius exercise. Make sure you feel it there, and you will if you keep your legs low. You will if you keep squeezing your bum. 2 or 3 more. Good. Wow, that feels strong, doesn't it? One last one. What do you need? Heels to bum. This is where you let go. This is where you give in. This is where your breath lengthens. This is where you soften. Good. Deep breath. Breathe in the word let. Breathe out the word go. Perfect. So I'm going to leave my front foot in the air and my back foot rests on the floor. I'm going to flex my front foot, which is the opposite of pointing, and bring your heel as close as you can to your bum. So I want you to find your hip bone, because as soon as I do this, I can feel my hip lift. So I want you to push your hip down, feel the hip in the floor, and then lift the thigh off the floor, which is easier said than done. Lift and lower. Keep your heel close to your bum, Jill. Bring your heel in a bit closer. Why? Because I want to switch off your hamstring and I want to work your bum again. Lift and lower the thigh. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Give me another set of 10 without touching the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, that'll be enough. Relax, release, recover. Ready to do that on the other side? Other heel, quite close to your bum. Flex the foot. Rest your head. Lift the leg and lower. Where's the hip bone? Is it connected to the floor? 2. Breathe out. 3. 4. Stay with me. 5. Hip down on the floor. Rest in between. 6. 7. Powerful. 8. So a second set without touching the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Last 2. And release. Shake out. Move your hips. Recover. I'm going to pull my top down so my bum doesn't look so big. I don't think that's going to work. Then the big level. Heels together and toes out. So you've got a V shape in your legs. Can you bounce your heels together gently? They don't hurt. Just bounce the heels together. Bounce, 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 bounce. The toes turn out, heels together. You now need to bite the mat because we're going to lift both thighs. Off you go. No strain. Lift both thighs. Lift both thighs. I'm not looking for a big lift. Any lift will do. Heels towards your bum. Tighten your tummy. I can't talk anymore. I've got to concentrate. Good. And then we'll do a quick 5 or maybe 10 without touching the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest, rest, legs down, pose of a child. Oh, we need that stretch. So stretch your back first of all, hands forward, bum goes back. And then lie on your back. Put your towel underneath your head. Maybe have some water before you lie down. And we'll continue with the bum stretch by taking your hands under your knees and bringing your knees into your chest. So your towel, if you've got one, is under your head to relax your neck and shoulders. Hands underneath your knees. Your head stays on the floor or on your towel, and you're hugging your knees tightly into your chest. This is a very sophisticated bum stretch. Lift and lower, but cunningly enough, it's also a tummy exercise. In. So this is level 1. And the idea is that you keep your head on the floor. What lots of people will do is lift their head, but not you. You are professional. You are a Pilates practitioner. You keep your head on the floor and you lift your bum. Then take the hands by your side, palms up, and you can feel the work in your tummy muscles. So I'm going to use energy. I'm going to use a little bit of oomph to start to make it a little bit harder. And how did this change? How did it go from nice and calm to crazy? I've got one last level which you will love. Hands across your chest. See if you can do that. Up to the sky. Up to the sky, such fun. Up to the sky. How's that? Point the toes, finish it off. 3 more. Oh, I've got cramp, but carry on. One last one, and we'll call it a day there. Off my feet. Release your feet, release your bottom. Good. Well done. Taking your legs into the air. Hands behind your thighs. Cross your right leg over your left. Open, left over right. Open, cross, open, cross. So all you're doing is you're alternating. One leg in front, other leg in front. You're supporting this with your hands behind your thighs. Good. Breathe in, exhale. Good. Find your rhythm. Level 1 is always easy. It's always that reset after the last exercise. It's the opportunity to relax, to find yourself. Now bring the hands to the floor. Suddenly, it becomes so much more intense. The legs, the hamstrings, the deep abdominal, everything has to work harder. Keep going, keep breathing, head resting on your towel, arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. What can you let go of? Level 3. Take the legs lower. I'm not going to go too low, just a little bit lower without arching my back. So there is an optimum position where you tighten your tummy and your back does not arch. Have you found it? If it's beginning to arch your back or ache your lower back, bring your legs higher to the sky. If you want more of a challenge, take your legs lower. Together we'll do 5, 4, keep going, 3, tighten your tummy, 2, and your last one. Knees in. For me it's the feet. Release your feet. Could be your bum. It could be your abdominal, so stretch your legs and take your arms above your head and draw long. In your body, hold your wrist. Good. Feet to the floor, hip distance apart, knees and pelvis hip distance apart. Brace your tummy, ribs down. Make sure your hips line up and your pubic bone lines up, and raise your front knee. Tap the floor and lift. Hands by your side, palms up, fingers lightly curled. Again, nice and loose upper body. Tap the floor, shin in line, parallel to floor. Now hold the knee in the air, push the back down and lift the second leg. Release your back, tighten your tummy. So you can see my ribs flail and then ribs drop. That's muscle. That's not luck, it's muscle. Bringing the ribs down. Foot lowers, foot lifts. Other side, foot lowers, foot lifts. Ideally, you want to breathe out on the hardest part of the exercise. What is that for you? What's the hardest part? Maybe it's lifting the leg back up. Assess it. Breathe in a way that works for you. Tighten your tummy. Keep it all here, not in your head, not in your shoulders, all in your tummy. And then lift the arms. Hands, palms turn in. Fingers soft, wrists soft, shoulders relaxed. And start to use the arm with the leg and lift. Other side, leg and lift. So as your body tires, your knees will start to creep in. Your job is to keep the knee over the hip. Don't let it come close to the chest. Keep going. Let me hear the breath. Breathe out. 5 to finish. Good. 4 to finish. So I'm starting to really feel the intensity in my abs, not my back, my tummy. Relax your legs, your toes, your knees, your thighs, and let the legs keep going. Soften your head and shoulders. Good. Everything else is loose and relaxed. One last one. And then hug. Hug your knees, relax your body, massage your back. Great work. Really good. Good abdominal work. Toes to the floor, arms wide. Just shift your knees one side, head turns the other. That's it, knees together. That's perfect. Arms out to the side. Climb up and over you go the other way. So if your toes are on the floor, your heels are lifted. I'm going to turn my palms down onto the floor and lift my knees into the air and use my legs as heavy weights to train my abdominals and in particular my obliques. Using my legs as weights to train my waist. Yeah, legs high, legs over. So I would say the breath out comes as you lift. The breath in to drop and lift. 2 more. Let go. 1 more. And bring your hands under your knees, nose to knees to feel the stretch. Cross at the ankles, hands outside of your body. See if you can find your big toes. I'm going to rock 3 or 4 times to sit up. That may or may not work for you. You don't have to cross your legs if you don't want to. But if you get up, a big yee-haw is called for. Well done. Sit comfortably, legs crossed or legs out of the way, and big breath in. Bring your hands up. Feel that connection with your fingers, your palms. Bring your thumbs to your forehead.